Have you forgotten your Windows or Linux VM password? Don't spend ages trying to rebuild it from scratch, because in today's quick video I'm going to show you how to recover access and get back to work in minutes. In cybersecurity, we're always building VMs for all sorts of different purposes, whether it's training, capture the flag, but sometimes if we don't put the password in a password manager because we don't think we're going to need it again, and then we do, we come back and we don't know what the password is. Mistakes do happen occasionally, and hopefully this video can help you get back into your VM quickly so you can get back to work. If you're a subscriber, welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome to the channel. On this channel we cover cybersecurity and ethical hacking topics. Let's get straight into the video. So one thing to remember is that if you have physical access to a machine and it's not encrypted, is that you own that machine. You're going to get into it one way or another. And in this scenario, we're just going to bypass the password so we can get back to all of our stuff and not have to completely reset the VM. So in this scenario, I have the Wizar server that we set up in a previous video, and we don't know the password. So when you type in a password here, it's going to fail. But how do we bypass this? So Ubuntu has a built-in recovery utility, which is called recovery mode. And the way we get into that is if we restart this guest, and then we're going to press escape while it's restarting. That should bring up a different menu. So we give that a second. Press escape on that. And here we go. We've got a menu here, and we're going to go into advanced options for Ubuntu. And in this list, we want to select a recovery mode. So this was going to boot into the recovery mode, and that's going to give us a few different options. When that's booted up, we'll go down and choose to launch a shell as root. Here we go. So we now have a shell as root. I'm going to press enter, and we've got a root shell. So now we're going to go and change the password. So normally in this mode, the file system is read only, and we're going to want to be able to read and write to the file system. So what we're going to do is we're going to type mount O, and then we're going to do remount. And then the root file system. So what that does is it remounts the root file system in a read-write mode, and that then will allow us to go and start changing passwords. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cat out the etc pass wd file, which is going to give us the users on the box, and that's just so I can remember what my username was. If you've forgotten yours, you can do the same. And the user-defined users are going to start with 1000 and tick up from there. So I can see here 1000 is J Clarke. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do pass wd J Clarke, and that's going to ask me to put in a new password, just like that. So let me pop in a new password. Password successfully updated. Okay, so let's reboot. That's going to reboot the system, bring up the login prompt, and with all luck, we should be able to log in. As simple as that. And we get to keep everything that was on our VM logged in as the same user without having to set everything back up. Here we go. And we're in, just like that. We've bypassed the forgotten password, and we're back into our VM, and we can carry on where we left off. Okay, so here we have the Windows box, which we set up in a previous video, and we don't know the password to it. So we're going to try and bypass this password. Because there's only one administrator account on this box, we can't jump into safe mode and pop a command shell that way. And we also can't go into recovery options and pop a command shell that way. But what we can do is we can attach a installation media ISO and get a command prompt that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut down this guest. And now that that's shut down, I'm going to go into the virtual machine settings and go to CD DVD, and we can see here I've already got a Windows installation ISO connected. That's from when I set up the VM, but if you don't have one, click on add, click CD DVD drive, and then point to a path where you've got an installation media ISO. If you don't have that, go and download it, pop it on your box and connect it. Let's start the VM. And while the VM is starting, I'm going to press escape to get into the boot menu. I missed it, so let's restart. Sometimes you'll miss the timing and you just need to do it again. There we go, we've got a boot menu. So let's go down to CD-ROM. And we're going to boot into the recovery media. So it looks like Windows booting, but this is the installation media. And when this loads, we're going to pop a command shell. There we go. So if we press here Shift and F10, we should get a command prompt. So with this shell open, what we can do is we can go over to the C drive, and this is the C drive of the host that we have the installation media attached to. And just to prove that, let's have a look in dir, and we'll go to users, and we'll see if our user is there. So yeah, we can see Windows user is there. So let's go back to the C drive, and what we're actually going to do is we're going to make a copy of cefc. Cefc is the utility that runs when you trigger sticky keys. So let's go system32 cefc.exe, and we're going to just pop that in the C drive. This is so that we can move it back later. Yeah, and then we are going to make another copy, and that is going to be, actually let's go to our previous command, and we are going to copy command prompt over the top of cefc. So let's go Windows system32 cmd.exe, and just pop a space over here. So what this is going to do is this is going to replace the cefc binary with command prompt. And that means that when we reboot and we're in our login screen, if we trigger sticky keys, we're going to get a command prompt. So let's give that a go. I'm going to reboot the VM. Okay, once this gets up, we're going to press Shift 5 times, which should trigger sticky keys. And with all luck, we'll get a command prompt and we'll be able to go and reset the password. Okay, Shift, 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 Shift. There it is. We have a administrator command prompt. So let's do who am I to double check that. There we go, we are system. So we should be able to list out the users. Yep, and we've got Windows users there. So let's do net users, and we'll go for Windows user, which is our user on the box. And then we'll type in a secret password. And we've reset the password. So let's try that. Secret password. That should let us in. So we've bypassed the password and we are going to be back into the box exactly where we left it off. And if we check here, we can see that we're the Windows user. So let's do the last thing that we need to do here, which is put cefc back where it belongs. So let's go back. And we're just going to copy cefc.exe. We're going to put it back to where it belongs. So let's go Windows system32 and then cefc. So this will just fix what we changed. But you get access denied, and the reason for that is you can't overwrite system files on an online file system. So what we need to do is go back into our command prompt. If we hold Shift while pressing restart, we should get a recovery page. And in here, we can go to troubleshoot, advanced options, and command prompt. It's going to ask us for our password when it boots up, but fortunately, we now know the password. Once we've replaced cefc, everything's done, we're back to normal, and we are into our system. So pop in the new password that we made. There we go. Right, so now we can do copy c cefc.exe, and we're going to put it back where it belongs. Windows system32 cefc.exe. Yep, let's overwrite that. Cool, and then reboot one more time, and everything's back to normal. There it is. I'm going to press Shift Shift, 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 shift. Sticky keys, but no command prompt. So everything's back to normal. We've bypassed the password, and that is another VM where we haven't lost everything and we're back in. See, it really was that simple. You're back in now, you've got your passwords back, and you didn't have to burn it down and rebuild it. But next time, just remember to pop your passwords in a password manager. If you don't have one, I've linked my favorite one down below and you should get some discount with that link. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. We've also just launched a community Discord to discuss all things cybersecurity and videos from the channel, as well as helping each other out. I'll pop a link down in the description and I'll put it up on screen now. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.